Thank you so much for coming. This is Xiao. I enjoy putting these videos on YouTube in hope to help my students practice better at home and help you if you don't have a teacher. This piece is called Night Rupert, and I'm hoping that you could practice with my tutorial. I'm going to play the first section, I'll explain a few things, and I'll play the second section. If you have music in front of you, that would be wonderful. This is one of the first pieces where you have to play a lot on G string fast. I actually find that very difficult. G string is the thickest string on the violin. So when you play, your arm must be a little heavier. If you use the same weight on G as you were doing on E string, you will have very unfocused sound. You can try now. Just on E string, if you play lightly, it will sound very clean. But with that same lightness when you're playing on G, would sound very surfacey, scratchy. You will not like the sound. So practice on G string, just fast, short bow at the lower half of the bow, close to the frog. And you have your wrist kind of high, and you really relax your upper arm and play short and fast bow. It will feel like it's a bit teeter-totter, almost coming off the string. And that is what you want to have, this kind of sound. So you practice. Keep on playing with very good rhythm. One being an accent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to get a good sound. Find different points of your bow. Make sure your sound point is somewhat closer to the bridge, not too close to the fingerboard. So you're very close here and very heavy on your right hand. And the next part are the eighth notes. First eighth note is accented, the second eighth note is not. So there is a bit of curve, means release, at the end of the second note. Don't sustain the second note. That's too long and you will be late. Right? So the next part are the double stops. Practice very slowly so you get to hear what double stop is supposed to sound like when it's really in tune. Don't be afraid of being slow, but practice really in tune. So let's say the first line, at the end of the first line, you have this first finger on both strings. You may need, actually you will have to adjust your hand by moving your hand a little closer to the fingerboard. Coming from here, you might, if you normally play like this, you will have to get closer, because in order to play the fifth absolutely in tune, your fingers will have to make the A string a little higher. The A string, the pitch on A string need to be a little higher. And so you have to move your hand a little bit closer to the fingerboard. to the double stop part of this music, you don't need to press any more sound. It's the same as you always play. But because it's heavier at the frog anyways, it will sound heavier. Try not to dig in because it's more difficult. So just relax your hand like you were to play, and you just add. And when you practice double stops, I would strongly recommend you practicing with piano. I mean in piano, not with piano. Play it really soft, just to release the pressure and the tension on the right hand. That way you can really adjust the left hand if it's out of tune. It is very hard to adjust double stops when your right hand is tightened, because when our right hand is tightened, our left hand also will be tense. And when it's tense, it's harder to move if it's out of tune. So when the left hand is relaxed, if anything's out of tune, it's easy to correct, adjust very quickly. And also in terms of rhythm, practice with metronome even when it's slow. You are playing ti 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 ta 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 ta. So make sure the fast notes are measured absolutely correct, and then eighth notes also very, very measured correct. All right, not to rush, not to slow down. And when it comes to double stop, most students want to slow down because they need time to adjust to the double stop. Try not to allow yourself to do that. But you could do it slowly, but just don't take extra time. I give you an example for the beginning first line. Not even if it's out of tune, it's better to be in time. The second section, it's a slower section in terms of notes, but the tempo stays the same. Make sure you count, and it's actually quite fast. And here is 102 speed. And I will finish the end of the first section, going on to the second section for you. So the second section jumps up to a third position very quickly. And during this section, while your bow in the section A very quick at the frog, this is very long towards the entire bow. So trying to deliver your bow quickly on towards the tip, and with a lot of movement immediately on your bow for the bow connection. And the left hand, when you lift your bow fingers, make sure that it's very clean and very quick, and when you drop it, it's also very decisive. Otherwise, this section will sound a little bit muddy and doesn't feel the same character, because this is always moving forward piece. Even in the slower section, I still feel like you're trotting forward, not getting too sentimental, too relaxed. All right, so always going forward, and then finish the piece with another section A. So I hope you're having fun practicing this piece and really experience quite a bit of action on your right hand. I will see you next time. Bye.